world for obvious reasons, searching for money. Yeah, so you wake up very late and go to work and come home very late. But for obvious reasons, you need the money. But what's the importance of getting all these monies, and at the end, you face chronic health conditions by way of not eating well. Today I'm feeling all green. We're going to talk about home gardening, and I have in a person Madam Yaya Tan. She's the CEO for Yaya Horticulture GH, and very lovely woman. I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with the evergreen. Sarah Aiden. Good morning. Good morning. Your name is unique. Yeah. How do you pronounce it?
Yaya Tan.
Yaya Tan.
Yes.
And you're coming from which region?
I'm coming from the Volta region.
Volta region. F1 number?
F4 now.
Oh, let's see, mental.
That's how he's going to start. I think he knows everything, but like, you know. Welcome. Good morning. So we're talking about the benefits of having, I think, home garden and all of that. So let's start with you. Let's start with who Miss Yaya Tan, guys. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Okay. I'm very happy to be here. And so let me start myself. So as I said, my name is Yaya Tan. I'm the CEO of Yaya Horticulture. I'm a horticulturist by profession. But I'm currently also a naturopathic doctor in training. So let me start with the horticulture aspect. So as a horticulturist, or as the CEO of Yaya, what we do at Yaya is we are into naturopathic farming. And when I say naturopathic farming, I'm talking of organic farming. Okay. So we use organic pesticides, organic manures and things like that. And we are very passionate about our customers or our community health. When you look around in the country, we have a lot of obituaries. Everybody is battling with something. High blood pressure is up there, diabetes is up there. So we as a company are trying to change the narrative by encouraging people to eat healthy, but starting with your backyard. So we want your backyard to become your pharmacy. Apart from the convenience of being able to go get your food, we want your herbs to be a source of, nutrition for your body. So that's what I do. But also at Yada's, we are into the sale of plants, potted plants like you see here, seeds, anything that has to do with the garden. So we also do seedlings for farmers. We organize garden, shows, and etc. Seminars and all sort. Then I also mentioned that I'm a naturopathic doctor in training. That's the fun part. So I'm currently studying at Nyakote University, Nyakote University of Holistic Medicine, to become a naturopathic doctor. And let me explain what that is. A lot of people just hear naturopathic, but this is an opportunity to ask me. So, as a naturopathic doctor, you are first a medical doctor. But you are more like the type that uses the same scientific methods that the conventional medicine uses. So scientific methods like the use of scans, x-rays, and things like that to determine what the illness is. But the difference comes with treatment. So we as naturopathic doctors believe that your body can heal itself. So we look at ways and means that we can empower that body to heal itself by giving you certain nutrients, right? By giving you things like Ayurvedic or plant-based medications and things like that. We also use modalities like homeopathy, acupuncture, acupressure, and all of that. But to become a naturopathic doctor, you need to have gone to a naturopathic medical college. Have been there for at least 4 years. You graduate, then you do your medicals. Okay, so that's what I'm studying at the moment. But you ask, what's the link between horticulture and naturopathy? They're very much linked because in naturopathy you use a lot of herbs, a lot of plant-based medications. So as a horticulturist, I can grow my own herbs and then use that to help my customers.
Oh, interesting.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And then with that, I can, if I know you have hypertension, I know exactly what kind of you know, plants and things to recommend for you. So basically, that's me.
Your lecturer must be proud of you.
Vivid explanation.
I love that. I love that
so
explanation.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
That's so beautiful. Yeah. So you've given us. I just love the way you were just analyzing everything. Okay. So from this, you move to this, you move to this, and I could see passion.
Yes.
I could hear passion.
Yes.
What actually inspired your passion for gardening and all this? Had you consciously?
Right?
What inspired it?
My sister, you've asked a $1 million question,
Wow.
but it stems from my own personal experience.
Okay.
So about a couple of years ago, I was a regular Joe. When I say regular Joe, I was in the 9-to-5 job. I was in corporate Ghana, worked in the hotel industry for a while, then worked in the real estate industry. And I was in management. So
You were a busy person.
my dear, I thought I was having a good life, you know. And so I'm not generally the kind that likes junk food.
Okay.
So I had a pretty healthy life. I ate the salads, did the exercises and all that. But I had a rude awakening one day
Okay.
because I noticed that after some time I was chronically fatigued. I was always tired. I sleep, I wake up, I'm tired. And I couldn't explain it. Then I noticed excuse my language, my menstruation was not, you know, regular. So I knew my hormones were out of place. So I went, of course, for a regular checkup. And then the results came. That was when the turning point started. So in my results there were traces of heavy metals, like lead, sulfur. And mind you, I don't work in an industrial environment, so I shouldn't have these in my bloodstream. And then the knocker was that they told me I had fibroids, I had cysts, and that was in my early 30s. So then I had arthritis of the knees and arthritis of the pelvis.
Early 30s.
Early 30s.
Oh.
Yeah, you can imagine that. So what do? The first recommendation was I have to go for the fibro surgery. I went for the surgery, hoping that everything would, you know, get back to normal. Well, it helped me lose the weight because, you know, at the point I got bloated because of the fibroids. I was bloated, but it helped me lose the weight. My stomach became flat. But the symptoms didn't stop.
Wow.
I still had the chronic fatigue. I still had the, you know, mood swings and the depression and all of that. So I realized, no, there should be more to this thing than what meets the eye. So I went again for another checkup. They said, oh, go and see the dietitian. So I went to see the dietitian. He said, okay, you know what, eat organic food. Okay, so I started my journey to organic food. Now, the difficulty was telling how organic the organic was. Because sometimes they bring you the vegetables and you can still see that they've sprayed this pesticides on it. You understand?
Yeah.
And I was still reacting. So I was not really getting cured quickly as I hoped. And then the consistency, I couldn't always secure the food.
Yes.
So what do? I sat down and said, you know what? I have to find a way to solve this. So I began my own home garden.
Wow.
But I had to rely on people who were in the industry. Started with a consultant, helped me set up my own home garden. Mind you, I said I had arthritis. So I had stiff knees, right? Okay. A few months into me starting my home gardening, I couldn't actually even wear my heels or bend. But for some reason, the time it actually disappeared, I didn't notice.
Wow.
Yes. But I just realized I was okay.
Wow.
The arthritis was gone. Then my mood improved.
Okay.
Right? I became all happy and cheerful. And that was what opened my eyes to understand that, you know what? Your food is your medicine.
Wow.
Yes. Because if my food can heal me, and I know that there are thousands of people who are watching us today that are probably in the same situation or don't even know what's happening to them.
Yeah.
So that's what started my entire journey.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's for my own personal.
Sorry about that.
This
This is serious.
I think it was God pushing me in that direction.
Yeah. And you made mention of we buying that carrots and the other things. I know I'm eating green and I'm eating well, but they've sprayed pesticide on that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is serious, eh?
It's very serious.
Because I'm thinking I have my green food and I'm okay. I feel you've advised me to eat green. I'm eating green, but that cabbage is full of pests.
Yes.
What do we do as people? What do we do as people?
You see, I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me even add one. Those of us who go to the market to buy tomatoes, by the time you transport the tomatoes from the market to the house, apro.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what's happening in your body when you are ingesting all of that.
Wow.
So for me, my advice is take control of your own health. Nobody can love you more than yourself. No doctor can heal you more than yourself. Your body is your best doctor. There's a reason that before God created man, he created a garden and put us in the garden. And if you read Psalm 104 verse 14, it says that God created the grass for the cattle and the herbs for the service of man. The key word is for the service of man. So go back to the basics. Take control of your health. Even it doesn't matter how small your space is. You can start with one potted plant, right? Most of us are exposed to all these radiations from our phones, and you have to have something that counters that. So you have anti-inflammatory, herbs like rosemary, right? You have ginger. You should have something like turmeric. Grow something small in a pot. Begin from that. You may not be able to grow everything you eat, but at least you can cut down the level of damage that most of these processed foods and all these other, inorganic foods. So I would encourage you, start gardening.
Okay, I would like to know, since it's an encouragement that we need to start, you said a lot, but what are the advantages of having a garden, home garden?
You see that I'm smiling?
Yeah.
You see, home gardening comes with a lot of advantages. I cannot mention all, but I'll mention just a few. The first thing is it boosts your immune system. You have access to fresh, nutritious food. So definitely, your health is, improved. But one thing also does it improves your mood. Because as you garden, you release a hormone called serotonin. It's a happy hormone. Okay, yes.
What's the name again?
Serotonin.
Serotonin.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a happy hormone. I like the way you're speaking. It's a happy hormone.
You're in the classroom. Huh?
Yeah. I'm learning so much today, honestly.
It's a happy hormone. Right? So that is also one aspect. And there's a study by the American Heart Association that says that many people, if you can spend about 30 minutes a day in your garden or in any garden activities, it reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease like hypertension and all these things by 30%.
Wow.
Just by gardening.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And gardening also improves your cognitive ability, your training. You see, when you're gardening, you're focused. You need to remember, okay, I planted this seed here. It will take 14 days for it to germinate. It takes, and there's the fun that comes with it. That it teaches you a little bit of patience. It teaches you, especially for children, it teaches them the lesson of cause and effect, the expectancy. You understand? Gardening helps you to become creative. Your food is not boring, right? You always have, because for instance, you can wake up in the morning and just look at a herb and it will inspire you. Today I think I want to do jollof rice, but I want to combine the jollof, the spice. I want to combine some bay leaf and some rosemary, just by looking at what is in your garden. So your taste is always changing. Apart from that, we have garden arts. You get in. Nature is very interesting. It will inspire you to do several things. Okay. Gardening has also been proven to fight against dementia.
Oh, are you free?
Yes, and Alzheimer's.
Oh, how?
Yes. Thank you for asking. You see, according to research, you see the serotonin I mentioned. It helps with because you're happy, helps with your cognitive, your ability to remember things, right? So, as you garden, it increases the level of the brain nerves that are in your brain. So over time, it fights against the forgetfulness, the dementia, because you're exercising your brain most of the time when you're doing that. The list goes on. We can take the whole day to talk about the benefits of gardening.
So you talked about your life experiences.
Yes.
Yes. And you kept saying before you ventured into home gardening, you were facing this and that. And so from your personal point of view, how well can you say that home gardening has really helped you as a person?
My dear, my brother, I can't even begin to tell you how much. You know, let me start with the basic.
Yeah.
You see, when you have hormonal imbalances, especially in women, the first thing you experience is an outbreak of acne.
Yeah.
Oh.
Severe acne. Right? So I used to have that at the point.
Wow.
It's gone.
Yeah.
You have a very smooth
Beautiful.
face
Thank
now.
you,
Very
darling.
beautiful one, actually. You know, I'm just admiring this lady.
It's gone. You see, so that's even in your face, as you can see. Your skin improves.
Yeah.
You can see I'm happy
Ah.
because, you know, I have happy hormones all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And as I told you, because of the access to homegrown foods, okay, let me even use a very good, let me use this plant as
Yeah.
a way to answer you. So for instance, let me use this. This is kale, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people just hear kale. You know, at a point, my blood sugar was very high.
Okay.
And when I eat kontomire, I have that itchy aftertaste.
Okay.
You know, that kind of itchiness in you. So I love kontomire, but I couldn't eat kontomire. But then I didn't know I had any other option. So I was told, you know what, give kale a try.
Okay.
So I started with kale. First of all, let me talk about the benefit of kale,
Sure.
and then I'll answer your question.
But do we actually have a local name for that, for the benefits of those that might not know the kale that we are talking about?
Okay, the local name, I don't know, like to
Yeah. Maybe Prof should send you a message. Prof must send us a message. He should tell us this.
Okay,
So,
let's continue.
kale in itself is fibrous. It has a lot of fiber.
Yeah.
So it's very good for people who have type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, like you're pre-diabetic,
Yeah.
your blood sugar is really high. I started eating kale and it dropped.
Oh.
Another vegetable I also ate was bitter melon. That also regularized my sugar level. Okay. So now I don't take any, medications for diabetes or anything of the sort. Okay. So that's one. Apart from that, kale is very high in potassium, vitamin K, and all of that, vitamin D. So personally, I've seen improvement in my health as a person. I have more energy than I used to have. I smile more than I used to smile. And gardening also has a way of connecting you to people. I'm here talking to you because of that. Especially with the community garden. You get to meet people, you exchange contacts, it brings you business opportunities, you can even meet your spouse and your girlfriend.
Sure.
Gardening, right?
Chedi.
Yeah. Let her continue, okay?
Definitely. Gardening also has a way of reducing the effect of loneliness. So usually for people with addiction, people who are struggling with addiction, we recommend, you have to move the addict from one addiction to another.
Okay.
So it's better we get you addicted to a positive thing like
So mention one addiction that this can
alcoholism.
Alcoholism.
Yes.
And Sanom.
Yes.
Okay.
And shishino. And also kahun.
I think it also helps with depression, obviously.
A lot.
I see.
Yes, I mentioned that I used to have mood swings because of the hormonal balances. I don't have that anymore.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So that's just for this.
Okay.
I don't know whether we have an opportunity to do.
Let's talk about
Where are they friends?
Your friend,
I see it every
Rosemary.
day. Oh, Rosemary,
Madam Rosemary.
Oh, I did you.
I'm telling you. So let's talk.
Rosemary,
I'm telling you. So
more than even Mary.
I know, right? Yeah. So Rosemary is very flavorful. It has something called flavonoids, right? So we use it, especially for those of us who love jollof rice.
Yeah, me.
You cannot prepare jollof rice
without rosemary.
Please, you cannot.
I discovered this was, I think, last 2 years, and it's like, it has this very nice taste, especially for seasoning.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Yes. See. And rosemary is also an antidepressant.
Oh.
When you have anxiety, you have low mood, you can't sleep.
Really?
Yes. use, because it has a lot of antioxidant properties, so it relaxes you when you use it in your food, or some people even use it in their teas. Okay, that's also, you know, rosemary. Rosemary.
I see.
And there's so many, and you know, when I say antioxidant, I'm talking about something that helps fight toxins.
Okay.
So like the free radicals, we use it for detoxification also. I forgot to say that about the kale. Kale is also very good for detoxification.
Oh,
so rosemary
I
does.
Okay, and the other plant is
I think we have this.
Before I go there, there's something also called aromatherapy.
Aromatherapy?
Yes, where we use aroma for therapy. So aromatherapy, you know, for anxiety, for, you know, especially for people suffering from some sort of autism or you know, borderline personalities. Sometimes they tend to have very hyper personalities. You can use aromatherapy to calm the person.
Like you boil it and I don't know.
We combine it with other herbs, but rosemary is one of the key. So lavender.
And is
it like steaming?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes we infuse it into oils.
Oh.
Yeah, so you find lavender oil, rosemary oil. You see? It's trick. Trick. No?
Okay. Did you see?
Because a lot of people sell these oils around and they tell you it's okay, Matthias.
Yes, because of the healing properties. So you know, some people, they don't have access to the fresh one. Okay. So to be able to still benefit from the healing properties, they'll rather infuse it into oils. Okay. And be able to carry it around. Okay.
All right. So I think let's move to this one. This is the smallest among.
I know, and the cutest. All right. So this is mint.
Mint.
Oh yeah.
I like the way you said, oh yeah, because you have an experience. So mint comes in several different varieties. We have the chocolate mint, ginger mint, spearhead mint. It's the same mint family, but they vary in the smell and the taste of it. You can just take a leaf and you can smell it and see. Please take a leaf.
I see.
You see?
Yeah, it has some fine smell.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
So usually we use it in smoothies and teas, but mints are very good for respiratory problems. Okay. So you have catarrhs, colds, anything that has to do with the lungs, we recommend.
Sometimes if you go to events, some people will just blend it with something like either
normally they even place it on
okay. So say I'm cooked to me say now
man flex kakra.
They say then I'm oh, I see.
But can you chew it raw?
Yes. To even have the full benefits, we advise you chew it raw. And you know, mint and rosemary do something very interesting.
Tell us.
There's something we call halitosis, bad breath.
Yeah, bad breath.
You know, even when we go out and boys want to kiss girls, so sometimes they go and buy mint toffees.
Yeah.
Thank you, because it masks whatever taste there is in the mouth. So mint is one of the most crucial herbs you should have. Okay.
So how do you combine the two? I want to know.
So you want to combine it?
Like, let's do the combination.
It depends on what you want to use it for. Okay. And usually I would advise you based on what are you trying to cure? What are you trying to? How are you feeling?
Okay.
Are you trying to, work on headache? Are you having a headache? What's the issue? And then that would then let us know how you should combine it. So for instance, if I should have a cold, I'll combine mint with ginger. Okay. Or mint with a little bit of cayenne pepper. Or mint with some turmeric.
For cold.
For cold.
I'm learning.
You see. Okay. Sometimes people also sprinkle a little bit of black pepper in there just to be able to, because they kind of complement each other and then pushes the potency of the herb.
Okay. What about headaches?
Headaches. Mostly ginger. You know, we really underestimate ginger. Ginger and turmeric. They are one of the best reliefs for pain. Okay. So if you have body aches, try and stay away from the para a little bit. Start with the ginger tea. So a little bit of ginger, just infuse ginger in warm tea, add a little bit of honey.
Okay.
For some flavor, you can add your mints.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
And then it's, you know.
So if I feel inspired today and I want to start my home garden, what are some of the practical tips? Because now I want to start it.
Awesome.
I want to start it.
I thought you said you had.
That's home. Now I'm talking about. Oh, but back home, my parents they do that.
Yeah.
But Accra life is different.
I know, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
It's different, but I have to start it.
Yeah.
So how do I do that?
Okay. So the best advice I would like to see where you want to start the garden.
That's the thing.
Okay.
Yes.
In fact, the whole place is tiled though.
That's the problem. You see, most of us, look at how hot Ghana is.
Yes.
All our homes are tiled. But hey, the harm has been done already. So what do? You do a lot of potted plants.
Oh,
So you get pots.
Okay.
And then you grow them in the pots.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can have access to them anytime that you like them.
Okay.
So for you who don't have, access to the ground, you do pots. But for somebody who has access, you first of all want to see the type of soil you have there. Is it a loamy soil? Is it clay soil? Is it a waterlogged area? So you need, for you to be successful, you need some consultation.
Okay.
And that's what we do at Yades.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We also have other industry players, that also do that. So the soil, is the most important thing, because whatever you put in is what you get back. Garbage in,
garbage out.
Garbage out.
Okay.
So it's very crucial that we get the soil right. And then I also would want to know what your health status is.
Oh.
So I can give you the best recommendation for what kind of plants you should plant. Please, I told you I'm a naturopathic doctor in training, right? So it's not just about growing whatever, but is it really serving your most critical needs? But I would encourage you, wherever you are, start with the potted.
Okay, so if I don't have any health condition, but I still want to start, because at least I've done some checks, and by the grace of God, I don't have any health condition, and so I want to start the simple ones.
Yes.
So maybe I can grow ginger.
Yes.
And
turmeric. Marigold.
Okay.
It's a flower, but it's also usually has this yellow or orange flowers.
Oh. Okay.
It's a very good antidepressant, but you see, in Ghana we have a lot of mosquitoes. So the first thing when I come to your house, I would, or wherever you stay. I have
mosquitoes.
Thank you. And we are about to start the rainy season, right? So you look at plants like marigold. You look at plants like fever grass.
Oh, okay.
They are like, they are mosquito repellents. But also the fever grass, we use it for malaria and all these other. So small plants like that for the basics. And then you can graduate to other ones like the beans and kales and all those other things.
And it's going to cut a lot of cost, right?
Yeah. A lot. A lot. I don't remember the last time I went to the market to buy any vegetable. Probably all I buy is fish.
Okay.
Yes. And apart from cutting the budget, you see, there's one thing about that. It's not every day you have money.
It's true.
Even the richest man doesn't always have money, you see. So it's always good to have something you can follow. Apart from the money, remember that it can also serve as your personal pharmacy. It's also your first aid, your first go-to. So it saves money because you don't always have to buy vegetables or herbs. Okay. But it also connects you as a family because you always have somewhere to go, one activity to do together.
Okay, so because of time, we have to wrap up here. So where can we find you? And you can give us your social media handles and
then probably your number.
Yeah, number.
Awesome.
Yes.
So I'm located in Damfa.
Damfa.
Yes. But you can find me on TikTok, Yades_horticulture GH. You find me on Facebook, Yades Horticulture, Instagram, Yades Horticulture. You can also call the number 054 609 2759. We deliver nationwide wherever you are.
Okay. All right. Today has been very, very much educative. I would say that I've learned so much, and I'm hoping to start something soon. At least I can start with a ginger, turmeric, and then probably I can move to rosemary and then the others. And then when Shadi wants to come to my house, I'll tell her, please, take it easy. I don't want issue. Well, viewers, this is where we wrap up this very interesting segment with Miss Yaya Dizanga. Yes, I so much love her personality, and she has told us the secret behind this wonderful personality. So definitely, this is just a wake-up call to you out there to make sure that you start something on your own, not just for cost, but at least it could help save a whole lot of problems, and definitely could change certain things that you are battling with. So right about now, we'll go for a very quick turn. When we come back, we have a very interesting and an exclusive interview right here with One City. So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Scooby-Doo,